Welcome, my friends, to Skull Lantern Theater. Let's begin. Some scary stories from Reddit coming right up.
This story is from the Slapped Ham subreddit, entitled Street That Disappeared. So I live in the Washington, D.C. metro area, and I've experienced some weird stuff in the older parts of town. Nothing overtly paranormal, but just weird, and I just can't explain it. Some years ago, I used to drive for Uber and Lyft. So I was in the Georgetown area of D.C., up near the university. I had just dropped off someone off there. I was taking a break, so I decided to get out of the city. However, I was stuck up in the higher streets, and I needed to make my way out. If you know anything about Georgetown, you'll understand. For those that don't, it starts at the river and goes up. The famous Exorcist stairs are a prime example, so being 6 to 8 blocks up was pretty high up, and if you have a terrible sense of direction, you can easily get turned around. So I'm driving east on one of these streets, and I know eventually I'll hit Wisconsin Avenue and I can make my way out from there. However, 2 blocks down the street, I can see so many cars going and coming. I think to myself, great, I didn't realize it was that close. As I approached the intersection, I realized that it was not, in fact, Wisconsin Avenue, but a random street that bisected the street I was on. Lots of traffic moving around for a cold, late afternoon pre-rush hour. Looking at it from a few cars back, it looked like I could take it and probably get a shortcut to M Street, and that this was what everyone else was doing. So I turned right and started driving. Immediately, I felt something was just off. The buildings looked different and yet not. It was bizarre. The sun seemed at an odd angle. The things I saw, it was all just off. Soon enough, meaning a few minutes later, I was on the other side, and it did in fact connect to Wisconsin Avenue right near M Street. I waited for opening to go, and I swear people acted like I came out of nowhere. Honestly, it felt like it too. I told my husband about it, and the next day we went there. The street wasn't there. It was non-existent, and the buildings there looked to be old and had been there for forever. I have a few more instances of weird stuff happening to me. LOL.
We'll see you next time, my friends, for we are all just stories, written in flesh and blood.